Well, firstly, just broadly, Eddie, how's the camp been so far over here in the US?
Yeah, it's been really good. I think we've enjoyed it. The weather's been a bit of a challenge for us. Would you believe it's been very, very wet and a bit of lightning as well. So pitches have been a bit wet. But apart from that, it's been really good. The hotel's been good, and yeah, we've been well looked after.
I feel like the managers have been coming in and out, and it's just been transfer update after the next. So might as well get straight into it. Can you tell us where you are with the Harvey Barnes move?
Yeah, nothing confirmed on any deal in. Harvey's a player that I really, really like, but he's still contracted to Leicester, so that's as much as I can say really, Keith, at this minute.
It felt a little bit at Gateshead last week that you were a little bit frustrated that things were taking a bit longer than you would have hoped. Are you feeling a little bit more content about the situation? Do you feel the wheels are in motion now?
I was just trying to explain the summer, really. When I spoke at Gateshead, I was trying to explain sort of not my emotions at that day, but my emotions through the summer. And it's been, and it will always be, when you're chasing certain players, frustrating days at times, and then more positive news. And it is forever like that. It's not a simple process because you've got so many moving parts all the time. But very pleased with Sandro. He's been excellent in training. He did really well in the game against Rangers, so really pleased with him. But as I said, after Gateshead, we're looking for more.
I saw Joe Linton claiming that he was a new signing as he arrived yesterday to what looked like a hero's welcome. Good to have him back.
That was just coincidence. We were all waiting in sort of the reception of the hotel. We'd actually just come back. As you could probably see, we were wet and actually drenched. So it looked like a waiting party for him, but it was just pure coincidence.
Is there any update at all on Alan? Because I know you spoke about him at Ibrox the other day. Is there any update on his situation?
No, the same. No deal confirmed. The likelihood is that he will leave, but until that's done, it's a difficult one to go into too much detail with.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. More questions for Eddie? Right side?
Yeah. Eddie, how you doing?
Hi.
Tyler Henry with SBI. Obviously, Miguel Almiron's obviously a popular name here in the States from his time with Atlanta and winning MLS Cup. Great season for him last year. Crucial for you guys. How pleased were you, obviously, with his performances, and obviously, it'll be another big season for him with the club in Europe?
Yeah, Miggy's a hugely important player for us. Last year he was outstanding. Everyone talks about the goals with Mig last season, but he is an incredible presser of the ball. He's a brilliant player, brilliant team player off the ball. So I thought he contributed in both areas. He scored again in pre-season the other day, so a really good start for him, and he's looked really sharp since he's come back. Yeah, big season for him, and with the various competitions that we're in, we know it's going to be important that everyone contributes.
Just in the middle of the ring.
Eddie, with Alan St Maximin, it's an interesting deal because it's PIF negotiating with PIF, and other Premier League clubs have asked for more scrutiny. What's your response to people questioning that kind of deal? But more broadly, what do you make of PIF away from Newcastle and what they're doing in Saudi Arabia?
I think the deal's not confirmed, so as I said earlier, difficult to give too much detail or clarity on certain things, but all I will say is we're be governed by the same rules and that every other Premier League club is regarding deals, so we will, I'm sure, fit every criteria needed to make sure that the deal's above board and done properly.
Great.
And is the hope that someone like Harvey Barnes could potentially join the squad this week in future already?
Sorry, could he, did you say?
Is the hope, yeah, that
yeah, I think there's hope that could possibly be done, but I'm loath to go into too much detail until it's fully completed.
Outside of Harvey and Alan, that 1 in 1 out, is there anything else which is moving along?
Not currently, Craig, no. We are still actively looking for players, but nothing's close or imminent. Yeah, I think when you look at our striking options, we've obviously got two top players possibly competing for one position, but it depends on what system we play. And then behind that, you've got Anthony Gordon, who's played central, and he's done it very well. So with the price of front players being so high, I don't think that's an area with the budget that we have that we can go into this summer. That's a difficult question halfway through, Lee. I don't know if I can give it a mark it at the end, not halfway through. I'm really pleased with Sandro. As I said earlier, he looks to be everything that we hoped he would be. But we know we've got a few more positions that we need to strengthen if we can.
George at the back.
Taking the club's own position out, if that's possible, how peculiar has it been this summer to have this new league, buying players, trying to buy players? Has it made the job of strengthening the squad even more complicated?
I don't think it's directly impacted us at all until this moment with Alan. Before then, we're sort of looking from afar and seeing a lot of players moving, a lot of very good players moving to a new league. I think that's an interesting dynamic that we haven't had for a long time, because they're not any players going at their high level. So I think that's an interesting development for the Premier League, really. Obviously, Alan's deal then brings us into play, and we become involved in that. But it would be no different from any other club signing a player that we have, and we have a value on his head, and that value was met.
Are you certain that the fee involved with Alan will represent fair market value?
That's difficult for me to say, because I'll have my opinion, but I'm sure it will satisfy the Premier League or whoever looks at the deal. Yeah.
Okay. Questions for Jamaal Lascelles?
The lads been doing anything sort of away from training in terms of team bonding, or has it just been full on pre-season?
No, it's been great for the team. I think since the manager's walked through the door, he's always tried to implement a lot of team bonding stuff, and we've done bits of that as well. Since we've been here, we went to the baseball game the other day, which was a fantastic experience for us. A chance for us to see each other outside the training pitch, and spend some good time with each other.
And I know he's sat next to you, but what is an Eddie Howe pre-season like? If you can give us an insight.
Very intense, very structured, very well planned, and we know as players that obviously we have quality time with our families in the off season, but we know that we have to maintain a high level of fitness, because the minute we start back, it's back to business and it's tough.
How much are you looking forward to everything that's going to come this season? Obviously, with the Champions League being the main one, it's something different for the club, not being there in 20 years. How much as a player how exciting is that for you as a player?
Yeah, of course it's huge, and especially for myself, obviously been here for so long, and been through some difficult times at Newcastle, but to see the club in such a great position that they're in now, and to be part of that is just so exciting, and something that we're all looking forward to.
Greg?
Jamaal, have you had a wee up in your own head, sort of not play as much as you'd obviously want to, and want to be part of the journey going forward? Is that a sort of conversation you've had into?
We always have open and honest conversations. But football's it's a team game, and we don't have any individuals in our team. We all want the best for each other. We all want the best for the team, the club, the city, and we all understand that. But every single one of us, it's a squad game, and we're all ready when asked to play, and we'll always back the manager with his decision.
Do you want to stay and be part of it? Is not a desire to go and play more football elsewhere?
No, of course I want to stay. I love every minute of being at Newcastle. Since I've been here, it's been fantastic, and obviously being the captain is such a huge honour for me. So, and I'm not that much of a selfish person. I want the team to do well. I want the fans to experience the team doing well, and if it means me missing a few games, then I'll take it on the chin, because it's a team game.
Just lastly, you have been here longer than anyone. You've been through a lot of the ups and downs. Can you just sort of try and paint the difference between, say, 2 summers ago when you were down in York and now you're here in America?
Yeah, huge difference. think the biggest one for me, being honest, is the manager. Like I said, the minute he walked through the door, everything just changed. The way the players looked at him, how professional things were, the intensity in training, and we all bought into it. And yeah, I think that's for me probably the biggest difference. And then of course, obviously, the owners as well, having owners with huge ambition and belief, that kind of feeds onto the players as well.
Okay. Lee?
Well, there's a better feeling these days going into the work. All tough times at Newcastle, but now everyone's smile on the face for the win.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic every single day. You want to go in, spend time there, and it's not just because we're winning games last year. It's also because of how the training ground is now. There's a lot of things to do, that we can spend time with each other. Obviously, the facilities are better and all the equipment's better. So it's just a much better place to be. But obviously, winning games helps the general mood of the camp as well. So.
Have you still got that determination to be the next captain to lift that first trophy? That's something like
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'll always give my all, whatever position I'm in. Like I always have done, I'll always play for the badge. And yeah, I'll just give my all every single day, on and off the pitch.
Okay. Simon?
In previous over years, with the captaincy, is it difficult to captain a club when you're not playing so much? And has Kieran Trippier been, would he want to be club captain and succeed you, or is that something you don't give up on easily?
We've not had that conversation, but me and Trips we're really good friends. And it's not just him. We've got like a leadership group where there's myself, Trippier, Dan Burn, Matt Ritchie, and Callum Wilson. And to be honest, since that kind of formed, it's taken a huge weight off my shoulders in the sense of like you can just share the load between the five of us, and you've got a lot of experience in that group there. And yeah, so for myself, it's just been a huge help, and I'm very grateful to have that.
Personally, what are you hoping for from this season? To play more, to stay?
What, like individually?
Yeah, individually, personally, for the team.
Yeah, I just want to get as fit as possible over pre-season. Obviously, we've got a game tomorrow. Want to win that. And yeah, just take it as it goes. Just keep pushing, give my all, and see how things go.
Okay, guys, thank you very much indeed. Cheers.
Can I just add a little bit on? Like, I just want to say, with Jamaal in the room, like, he's been an unbelievable captain for us. And captaincy, for me, doesn't just exist on the pitch. It has to exist off the pitch. And the two things are so intrinsically linked. So a lot of our success last year didn't just come down to the team. It came down to a group of players giving everything on and off the pitch. And there was a group of people off the pitch who were absolutely magnificent. And Jamaal was one of them. Now, Jamaal will want to play like every player does, but it's how you react if you're not playing is the key. And I just want to pay tribute to what Jamaal did last year, and we move forward together.
You made a decision on who
Yeah, Jamaal will be captain, yeah.
Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you.